Alright, so we have the new magic candy for Kouign-Amann as well as Sparkling. But we have Paladin of Light, 12-second cooldown. After using her skill, Kouign-Amann Cookie becomes resistant to interrupting effects. All light type cookies gain her Paladin's Way buff at the start of the battle. Light Strike will be applied with every third attack, dealing extra damage proportional to her attack speed buff and increasing light type damage dealt to enemies. Additionally, her following regular attacks and light strikes will deal increased light type damage. Alright, and then the Paladin's Way is applied to other light type cookies as well. That's the portion right there. Light Strike extra damage 75% per 1 attack speed buff. Regular attack damage 79.8%, light strike damage 135.0%, light type damage 15% for 20 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. That's 45% extra light type damage that we were able to get. That's actually not bad. And then we have plus 10, 20, and 30 light strike damage increases. And then at plus 30, 105% of own defense ignores 20% of damage resist. And Light Strike also ignores 30% of damage resist. So, according to the numbers, this is actually pretty darn good. The only downside to this is that you want to try and use Kouign-Amann inside of arena. Kouign-Amann will not survive in the arena. Like, it's impossible for Kouign-Amann to survive in the arena. That's the only downside. If we do see a return of epic only arena, then I think we will see a revival of something like Kouign-Amann. Alright guys, so Future Hyro here, kind of interrupting you guys mid-video of the Kouign-Amann Magic Candy review, just to talk about something very important. So you're going to be able to find out my opinion regarding Kouign-Amann Cookie's Magic Candy, but there is something that you do want to keep in mind, and it is going to be within the light of absolute truth. And inside of this, there's actually going to be a mission where you actually do have to get Kouign-Amann Cookie's Magic Candy to plus 3 right over here, as well as I believe there is one where you have to get it up to plus 6 too. So there is gonna be right over here plus 6. So there is gonna be an actual quest that requires you to get Kouign-Amann Cookies to plus 6, and that is gonna be the same for Sparkling as well. So I would say the best thing is at least get it up to plus 6. Whether you guys decide to actually, invest in it or not. But I did want to put this out for you guys because it is going to be important in order to actually get more pulls for Pure Vanilla and so that you can actually reach the pity faster as well. So that's the thing. But besides that, I don't really think she will be meta. I have seen people try it out. I don't think it was the greatest. All right, so we have plus 11. All right, but let's see Kouign-Amann. Okay, and then we will go with this. All right, so we'll test this out. All right, here we go. So we have Kouign-Amann doing extra right here, light type damage. We have Blessing of Light. All right, that's from here. Okay, let's look at Sparklings here too. Let us summon. We'll use Sparkling. Sparkling doing damage is not something that I was expecting, man. But now you can see every third attack is the slam down. That used to be Kouign-Amann's thing at the very end of her skill without the magic candy. But now we have that instead. But at least for the magic candy, from what I have heard and also look at and tested, these cookies will not survive in the arena. I'll just show you guys real quick. If we were to just use them, right? I mean, this is a random team, but when you have something like this, like a standard comp, these epics in the regular arena won't survive. That's why we will need, right? We will need the epic only to come back. I think Kouign-Amann will be a really, really strong one in epic only. The Sparkling exploded. Sparkling gonna explode again. Kouign-Amann exploded. So you can see it's gonna explode. So sad. For sure right now it's a very iffy things for magic candies. Unless they're used for guild boss battle or specific stages like Beast Raid, you have to wait for specific elemental type of content to come out. Or you're using them inside of Cookie Alliance for certain comps. Kouign-Amann would probably be used inside of Cookie Alliance for certain people to have an attack speed comp. Or for people who want to use it, then you can use it in like the Cake Tower. Again, like tray 40, usually creme brulee is the answer, but you can use creme brulee in here, and then you could probably use like Kouign-Amann in here too. With the magic candy +1, you don't even need it at +10 in my opinion, because now once you have that, you can use Kouign-Amann and then you just do a bunch of damage and just you have so much attack speed, right? So you can use like someone like Kouign-Amann in here to get rid of this boss. Stuff like that. So it's more of like general usages now rather than focusing on arena for epic cookies. It's hard for epic cookies unless they are like a support type, like a supportive defense, like a tank, supportive tank, or a really good healer, or a really good support. It's gonna be hard for epic cookies in general to be used inside of arena, so they have to be specialized in certain things, and that's what, like, you know, mint choco, creme brulee, and Twizzly and those kind of cookies are. While most of the regular arena are filled with higher rarity cookies. So again, guys, for the magic candy review, I think Kouign-Amann has potentials for epic only arena if that returns, as well as later down the line, you know, the possibly other contents when like elemental cookies are needed for light type teams. Don't seem like they're gonna be used for guild boss battle either. I would say hold off on creating them unless they're like your favorite cookie. If they're your favorite cookie, then I mean, I can't tell you guys not to build it, but in general, that's probably the best idea to save your resources as of right now.